Hello everyone, my name is Lee. This is the JJ Movies He Slash Game Reviews, and right now I'm doing a very special edition of my reviews. I am finally doing the Borgias series, season 1 through 3. And I gotta say, this entire series is fantastic. I love the Borgias. This will probably place Firefly for me on my 10 favorite TV show. This will be number 10 on my list. And here's the thing about the Borgias that you all need to know. They're the true life story of not the Roman family, but a Spaniard family called the Borgias, who took place in Renaissance Italy, and they're the most original crime family of all drama. Now here's the thing: Game of Thrones kind of took some of the stuff from there. I swear, Game of Thrones took some of the stuff there, what the Borgias did, and put on Game of Thrones. This is kind of a better than Game of Thrones in a way, even though I like Game of Thrones a lot better because they have dragons and all that stuff. But the Borgias is an awesome TV show because it was true. It actually happened in real life. Like I said, it takes place in Renaissance Italy, and the main character is Pope Alexander and his children. Pope Alexander is a Spaniard, and he replaced the Pope of Italy, and the Pope of Italy is usually Italian, and they're all usually Italian. So all the Italian families, the Orsini, the Sforzas, they didn't want a Spaniard to be in charge of the papacy. All cardinals, all the other priests don't like him, and this is the flock of them. He gains control. Pope Alexander plays wonderfully by Jeremy Irons. Drew power, drew murder, drew corruption. He bribes them, gets them to sleep with whores. He doesn't care whatever way he has to. And here's the thing. Also, he has his children. Cesare de Borgia, his oldest. Then the second one, Wanda de Borgia, Lucrezia, and one right here, Joffrey. Yes, Joffrey, just like Game of Thrones. Well, here's the thing about this entire family. And a woman in the back is one of his mistresses. And you're also going to get introduced into the children's mother. She's also is his mistress, but actually the one he truly loves. Here's the thing. When the Pope Alexander comes into play, he gets his children to do everything. He signs his children off to marriages. And this season is about the innocence of the Borgia children. Really, about the innocence and the new beginning of threats from the cardinals, from the French, from Naples, from every single side. They're being surrounded, and they stick together as a family. Cesare is dealing with his love for a married woman, Lucrezia. She's married off at a young age, around 15 years old, to a husband, and she's really innocent and all on her husband's. Yeah, you'll get why we don't like him, us Borgias fans. Juan de Borgias knew the battle. Him and his brother Cesare had this rivalry because Cesare is a cardinal and he can't be a soldier, and Cesare wants to be a soldier. Juan is new to war, but he's not experienced in it, and he's not really that great. I really like how each character was portrayed. I really love this season. It's a 9.4 for me. I really enjoyed the season, so yeah, that's season 1 of Borgias. Now, season 2, let's forget all about the innocence no more. There's no longer innocence in them. They know how to play this game. Juan, Cesare, Lucrezia, they're all behind their father and trying to make everything like they're not stupid no more. They will bring Rome to their former glory during the time of the Caesars. They're going to unite Italy. They're going to try and make it into one of the glorious days of Italy like it's never been. True, they do corruption and murder and a lot of other stuff, but Lucrezia, along with her mother and one of Pope's mistresses, helps the poor around, gets the cardinals to put more money in to know where the money's leaking from. The Pope is dealing with his mistresses, dealing with a couple of mistresses, planning hit parties, trying to make sure there's no war between France, and really trying to get all the enemies that deserted them in season 1, all their allies, and get revenge against the Sforzas, and all the Orsinis, and Venecos, all of those people. They will have to have vengeance upon all of them. And then all of a sudden, they're going to have to get everything good and Drew. And Cesare is dealing more with his evilness. He also, I forgot to mention season 1, they also had Micheletto, who is basically an assassin for Cesare. They got the little history mixed. The history about Micheletto is not that true in the Borgias, but it's pretty dang good in this. Micheletto is a great assassin. He's totally loyal to Cesare. He has no good nor evil in him. And Juan de Borgia, he's drunk with power. He's sleeping more around a whorehouse. He's getting alcoholic. He's getting gonorrhea. Cesare de Borgia, well, he's trying to convince Fire to put me in charge of People Army. These two, Juan and Cesare's rivalry expands to new release. Lucrezia has a child at the beginning of this season. Well, she had a child in season 1 at the end, but this season we see how the love for family continues to grow and how it brings them further apart, especially when one certain family member, Juan, is really causing problems of how he believes that I will not marry any bastards, even though he's a bastard himself. And Lucrezia and the rest of the family doesn't agree on that. And Juan is a really tragic character because there's rumor that he might not be the son of the Pope, and only one of them is. And Juan desperately wants to be the Pope's son because he really loves his father, and he desperately tries to do anything he can to make sure that happens. And he's very desperate for that affection, and Cesare is very desperate to get rid of his cardinal robes, and Lucrezia is desperate to find some love in her life. And still, that undeniable, she has this thing with Cesare, her other brother, which we all know what that's going to lead to, but yeah. This is all about the people who are going against them, still the old enemies, Cardinals, the French, and also the new one, Caterina Sforza. She's one of, if you know who she is in real life, then you know she's a great, she has a legend, she's the legend of Forlì, she's the Tiger of Flori, she's will never bound her knee to the Holy Father, and Sella Rovere, a priest that is not liking the Borgias at all, and saying that they're evil, corrupt, and everything, and as you can see in the back, we got the Pope and basically like the gates of hell and closing it. So yeah, Borgias Season 2 is my favorite season of Borgias. It's a 9.7 for me. I love this season, hands down the best season. Now the third and final season, as you can see, one character is no longer here. I'm not gonna spoil for you who's not here, but whatever. Here's the thing about this season that y'all need to know. That right after what happened with the Pope at the end of this entire season, there is no more vengeance. What happened with Pope and Pope Rodrigo and his son Cesare, there's a little fiction between them after what Cesare did to their family. It's a good explanation, but I don't want to get too much involved for people who haven't seen it. But you all know why they're like that. It takes a good long while for them to communicate with one another, and it's all about finding the enemies, clearing them off, getting rid of all the cardinals that they deem unnecessary. And it's also about making new allies, new enemies, and finally dealing with swords once and for all. It's a shame that this is the final season. Also, as you can see, Lucrezia and her brother finally give in to many things that you'll never ever expect on a TV show. So I'll just give you a hint for all people who know Game of Thrones. Jaime and Cersei Lannister. There you go. That was a little spoiler, but yeah, it finally succumbs to this. As you can see in this picture, it says Hell Bent. Sorry for the background right there, but yeah, Season 3 deals with so much stuff of Cesare's rise to power and how he will be the leader of the Borgias, and he will always be there for his family, and you will not stop Cesare the Borgia. Rome is no longer the Pope. Rome is Cesare Borgia also. And Lucrezia will not deny her happiness. Anyone who gets her in her way will feel her wrath. His assassin Micheletto goes on and off sometimes in this season, but he's still loyal to Cesare. I kind of didn't like what they did to him at the season finale, but I really enjoyed the season. This is my second favorite season, 9.6. So yeah, I would say it again, just a quick one. Season 1 is the age of innocence for the Borgia family, technically. Because they're not that innocent, but they're innocent-er when it comes to them. Season 2, they know how to play the game. They're kind of against each other. But against anyone they will get the revenge on anyone who hurts their family. And Season 3, Cesare Borgia unleashed. The Pope will finally give in. What will their legacy be to the world? What will their legacy be to Italy? And that's really what it's all about. And here's the thing. I know this is just a historical fact. I'm basing it off not the TV show. But a lot of people hate the Borgias because they're original crime family for murder, corruption, and a whole bunch of prostitution and so many other things. But here's the thing. Okay, when it comes to the Borgias being evil, I wouldn't say they're... Okay, yes, they're evil. But all the rest of the families, there's no heroes in this entire Borgia series. There is really no hero that you're rooting for. Because all the... Renaissance Italy, they're all corrupt, every single one. All the families all the families of Italy, they always fight each other. The Orsini, the Sforzas, and so many others. Malnias, I'm not 100% sure, but they're all against each other all the time, and they just hate the Borgias because they're Spaniards. The Borgias almost stick together as one as a family. Most of the families in this one of the true Italian families, they're always against each other. So really, they're a whole bunch of hypocrites. They're all corrupt. All the cardinals are corrupt too when they don't like the Pope Borgia, Rodrigo de Borgia, because he's in charge. but they're around messing with whores that they have the right to judge. There's really is no hero in this story. And all the Borgia series, there is no hero, but there are characters that you grow to love, and it makes you sad to know what actually happens to them at the end. They don't conclude this. There's gonna be a movie, hopefully. I do not want the damn ebook. I want the freaking movie. I'm hoping for a movie, but it's sad to say it might be an ebook, and I really do not want that. I really want to see an end to it. And the one complaint I don't like about this show is that it kind of time jumps a little bit. The timing is kind of off for like the dates, but I can understand why they can't do that. But season 1, I see Juan as not a total dick character. I see him like he's an asshole, but he's not like something that will hurt his family. This one, he is plenty of what for the good of the family. Now, this entire series is awesome. I totally recommend watching this series. It's 29 episodes, season 1, 9 episodes, season 2, and 3, 10 episodes each. You should totally check out this series. I have the back as well right here. This series is amazing. I love it. I'm totally gotten into this. I will always have a special place for the Borgias in my heart. And for the actual real history of the Borgias, I totally recommend reading books or play Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. That's a video game right there. They actually have the Borgias in that, but they put more of a villain sense to this. But if you really want to see a good story that is true and is good, watch the Borgias, True Life History, Original Crime Family. Let me know what y'all think, everyone. Subscribe if you like, disagree with me or not. I'll have this video around for a good while, so disagree. Like I said, just leave your opinions, and that's it. Alright, everyone. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.